UFC 287 is going to take place in Miami, Florida, Sunday, April 9th. If I'm not wrong, I can be wrong. But before starting this video, I would like to ask you guys, I'd request you guys to watch this video at 2 times the speed so that it saves your time, or maybe 1.5x the speed. So without any further ado, let's just look into this bantamweight matchup between Adrian Yanez and Rob Font. Now, both of these fighters are really good when it comes to their boxing. Rob Font trains with Calvin Kattar and has had really good performances, but Rob Font has been on a losing streak since 2021 against Jose Aldo and Marlon Vera. So before losing to Marlon Vera and Jose Aldo, Rob Font was in a really good winning streak. He won against Cody Garbrandt, Marlon Moraes, Ricky Simon, Sergio Pettis, and he lost against Rafael Assunção. So I'm kind of giving an advantage to Adrian Yanez on this fight just because he has shown a really good potential when it comes to fighting, and he has been on a really good winning streak. I think he has had 3 losses, but he has had 16 wins, and he's just 29 years old, and he's pretty young considering uh, the age of Rob Font. Rob Font is 35, and 35 is not really that old, but for bantamweight, 35 is pretty old. You have to consider the wear and tear and everything. And in the lighter weight classes, speed matters a lot because that is what the bantamweight, the featherweight division, and also flyweight, of course, is known for. It's more about speed and technique and accuracy and things like that, more than just raw power, as in light heavyweight or heavyweight division. Rob Font himself has some good boxing. He had really amazing boxing before Yanez and all. Before we saw people like Adrian Yanez and Jack Della Maddalena, Rob Font and Calvin Kattar had some really good boxing, and they I think trained from the same gym. But it's not going well for their gym. Let us be honest about it. He lost against Jose Aldo, which is, I mean, there is no shame in losing against Jose Aldo, but also Jose Aldo was even older than them. I think Jose Aldo might have been younger than him. Who knows? Because Jose Aldo has been fighting for so long. But losing to Jose Aldo, if you are an up and coming fighter, it's not really a good thing for you in your career because it was towards the end of Jose Aldo's career, and he lost against Marlon Vera, who recently lost against Corey Sandhagen. So bantamweight is really in a bantamweight is moving. A lot of things are happening in the bantamweight division right now. Corey Sandhagen, who lost to the champ Aljamain Sterling, he is probably number 1 contender. No, he's probably number 2, considering Sean O'Malley is number 1 right now. There are other fighters like Adrian Yanez and Umar Nurmagomedov in there. We've got Song Yadong in there. But more than them, there is one guy that nobody's talking about. He's probably not ranked right now. That is Rinya Nakamura, has arguably the best wrestling in bantamweight division. Of course, Merab is not going to fight. Also, there is another problem in the bantamweight division, but it is what it is. I cannot wait to see who Aljamain Sterling is going to fight next. But yes, let's come to the other fighter of this contest, that is Adrian Yanez, who I think has some of the best boxing in UFC. Him, Della Maddalena, Jeff Neal, they have really good boxing. But Yanez is somebody who has got this crisp. He goes to the body, then he goes to the head. Let's just see. Yanez have been on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yanez has been on a 9-fight winning streak, which is pretty exciting. He has lost 3 times, and I don't think any of those have been in the UFC, and these are all split decisions. And Yeah, all his losses have come by split decision, and his second fight was actually a unanimous decision loss against Levi Molas, which was in 2014. And his last loss was in 2018. This is 2023. So his last loss was 4.5, 5 years back. So he has been on a pretty good winning streak. And this will be the first big test for Adrian Yanez, considering Rob Font, who has fought against Marlon Vera, Cody Garbrandt, and who's who of the bantamweight division. And if Adrian Yanez manages to put up a good performance against someone like Rob Font, everybody is going to talk about him. Everybody's going to give him props, and I'm not saying he's going to get a title shot, but he will fight against someone who's probably in the top 10, upper echelon of the top 10. Let's just look at the bantamweight rankings for a moment. So Merab is number one, Sean O'Malley is number two, Sandhagen is number three, Peter Yan is at number four, number five is Marlon Vera, number six is Rob Font. So excuse me, Adrian Yanez is ranked at number 12 and he's going to fight number 6, Rob Font. If Adrian Yanez manages to win against Rob Font, he will probably fight against Pedro Munoz or somebody, or maybe Song Yadong. He will definitely get, if you defeat the number 6 guy, you're going to get a lot of attention, which is good if you're an up and coming fighter in the bantamweight division. And I hope Yanez does well in this fight. I do give an advantage to Yanez because both of them are boxers. You have to take that into account. This is not somebody like who comes from a kickboxing background or who comes from a really good grappling background, and they have these styles, one style versus another. But this is like two boxers going at it, and I think Yanez is a better boxer. Also, Yanez is younger, Yanez is faster. Rob Font has not looked really good in his last two fights against Marlon Vera and Jose Aldo. With Vera, he was winning a few rounds, if I'm not wrong, but Vera somehow found a way to defeat him. And Yanez has better hands than Vera, I think. Yanez does more traditional boxing, but he uses it in an effective mixed martial arts manner. So overall, UFC 287 looks really packed. We've got the main event, Adesanya versus Pereira for the fourth time. I'm counting the kickboxing fights because when someone gets knocked out, it stays with you forever. The co-main event is Jorge Masvidal versus Gilbert Durinho versus another banger. That should be a good fight. And of course, the third fight, Adrian Yanez versus Rob Font. This fight, I give the advantage to Yanez, but of course, Rob Font can surprise me with a win. Uh, and it will be really good. I don't care who wins. Honestly, I just want to see a really good fight. And the reason I think if it will be better if Yanez wins because he will be a new contender. Because Rob Font has been there for some time now. Because Rob Font has had what 19? Yeah, he has had 25 fights in his career, and he's been fighting for a long time. He's been fighting since 2011, and he has been there for some time. The same, and Yanez has been fighting for a long time as well, but Yanez started in 2014, so Yanez is not a new guy to the sport, but he has been on a really good winning streak. Hopefully, we get to see a good fight between Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez. And do let me know in the comments who you think is going to win between Adrian Yanez and Rob Font. And if you enjoyed the video, then drop a thumbs up, share the video, and please subscribe to my channel. I really do not have any subscribers. I just need more subscribers. Peace out.